Greetings once again, space adventurers. Duuz-Diz-Din back again with Eden Zero. Now previously, the crew of Edens traveled to the planet Miltz, home of the Church of Saint Fire, to meet with Rebecca's mother Rachel. This location was also where they would be able to use the Mother Ether that they've gathered to begin the final leg of their journey to find Mother. However, Joker Helix has arrived on the scene. A member of the Eurasian says, and as we come to find out, the creation of Professor Wise, the older Wise of the present, originally developed as a gaming program. Joker Helix grew far beyond their programming and decided that all humans must die. A very reasonable conclusion to come to. But Joker Helix has a special ability. The ability to slow down time so much that it seems as though time is standing still, with only Rebecca able to move within the stillness of time. And worst of all, Joker Helix has released about 100 proxies on the planet Miltz, who thankfully have a limited radius in how far this time-slowing ability can actually project from them, meaning that it's long-range shooting time, with the only one able to directly confront any of the proxies that move in close being Rebecca. And while our heroes do manage to stave off the attack, they're taken off guard by the fact that one of the proxies is aboard the Eden Zero. How will our heroes overcome something so far out of their range, and can they do it before their friends get a game over? Join me as I find out, won't you? Rebecca chilling in some leisure wear playing not the Nintendo Switch with Happy. Very cute. A very cute look. Alright, Eden Zero Chapter 252. Game stato. After being informed by Feather with her Eye of Venus about the intruder on the Eden Zero, she is shocked, questioning, is everybody okay? Feather says, I think so, but they're fixed in the same location. I suspect time on the ship has already been frozen. Wise curses, smudge and blazes. While Homura questions, then is indeed Joker? Rebecca radios in, where's the intruder? Did you find her? Feather says, in the cockpit, the same place as the 4 shining stars. Rebecca tells Shiki, I need to get up there. I'm the only one who can get close to her. Shiki says, okay, we'll use wormhole. Professor Wise questions, wormhole? Pino explains, what a master's power. And Happy adds, technically it was Nero's. Then Ziggy took it, and now Shiki has it. It's basically a big old game of swipe the warp ability. Professor Wise has that meme thinking about math situation going on, saying, I did notice you were using gravity. By combining the gravitational constant with the speed of light, the energy momentum tensor, and you lost me at that word. And he just mutters and trails off, with Bernadette simply saying, so basically you can warp. The professor tells Shiki, take me with you. I'm the one who brought Joker into this world. I have to be the one to clean up this mess. Wise tells his older self, be careful, old man. And the professor says to him, you too. Shiki tells the others, you take care of things here. And Homura says, we shall. The professor then says to Bernie, whatever you do, don't get within 50 meters of these gals. Bernie says, we know. And as they get ready to head off, Rebecca says, okay, Shiki, see if you can get us as far away from the one inside the ship as possible. Shiki tells her, you got it. And one warping later, inside the Eden Zero hangar, Shiki arrives with the professor and Rebecca. But upon hitting the ground, Rebecca immediately noticed that both Shiki and the professor are frozen in time. She even squishes Shiki's cheeks for good measure, saying, huh? Oh no. She stopped time all the way over here? And the professor, he was so determined, but now there's no point in him being here. I can't believe that's true. We've got to help out in some way. Suddenly a voice comes over the speaker of the Eden Zero saying, Rebecca, much to Rebecca's shock. Suddenly, Joker Helix appears on a screen, a holographic screen in front of Rebecca saying, it's good to see you again. Of course, the last time, it was before I had a mind of my own. It is so weird that this is just, I never would have guessed this. I wish we had a little bit more setup to this, but the idea that some of the first gaming software that Rebecca cut her teeth on, and the whole reasoning behind why she's so capable with weaponry and piloting is because of this entity. Like, I wish this was highlighted a lot more previously, because the dramatic irony. Because I feel like it's not a stretch to say that Rebecca's only as good as she's been because of this entity, to a certain extent. Rebecca shouts, "Joker Helix, where are you?" Joker says, "I have come under orders from Lord Void to collect the Mother Ether." Rebecca tells her, "We won't let you have it." Joker Helix then tells Rebecca, "Play a game with me." "Would you like to play a game?" And activates some freaking source code. No, take it away. I hate coding. And suddenly, Rebecca is digitized, entering into the world of Tron, the grid. Rebecca shouts in shock, "Whoa, what's happening?" And as she screams, Joker tells her, "You always loved video games." Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god, that's so cute. It's a little sprite, Rebecca. Oh, that is wild. The little Rebecca sprite goes, "Huh? What in the heck?" I've been pixelated," as she looks around. Suddenly an explosion comes from a nearby door. Oh, it's Joker Helix. A wild Joker Helix has appeared. She says, "Play a game with me, Rebecca." And Rebecca screams. And as Rebecca tries to run, well... the Joker Helix sprite is so big, mostly because it's crawling on all fours, and because the Rebecca sprite only can go at a specific pace. The Joker Helix sprite starts to catch up to her. Oh god, that is a hilarious visual gag. Rebecca screams and says, "Why is this game so retro? And hey, there's something wrong with my speed setting. This is way too slow." Rebecca then thinks to herself, "Is there anything I can do? How can I..." Command settings come up. Commands are fight, run, ether. Rebecca says, "So that's how it works," as she goes and selects ether, and immediately goes from cat leaper to overdrives. And as she says, "I got it," she begins to power up into her overdrive mode. And she uses her ability, Bell Holy Kick. She says, that's the anime version name." Oh, well, fine. Wait, what? Wait, what was it called in the anime? I'll have to look that up later. Rebecca then uses Bell Holy Kick. Man, even that sprite has cake. And she kicks Joker Helix. And then suddenly Rebecca is undigitized. It couldn't be that simple, could it? Regardless, Rebecca says, "How do you like that?" to the down Joker Helix. She then notices she's back to normal, saying, "Oh, I'm not pixelated anymore." Oh, and then suddenly she's warped through a portal. Freaking underboob shot. Rebecca questions, "What now?" And then suddenly she's on a motorcycle out of her overdrive form. Man, she hit that bike hard, like crotch be stinging and everything. She says, "A racing game," as she's racing down the street. "Deja vu, I've been in this place before." Yeah, and sure enough, who's right behind her on another motorcycle but Joker Helix? Intense. Rebecca then notices she's coming across a very sharp curve on the hillside that they're racing down, but she guns it nonetheless, doing the signature pose. Oh geez, suddenly a barrage of missiles appear overhead. Rebecca says, "Missiles? What kind of racing game is this? The best kind?" But Rebecca activates her booster, dodging several of the missiles coming her way. But some of them hit an overhead, what is that, a bridge? Some kind of signage? Something above her. Rebecca notices that she's about to be smashed. Ooh, she just barely manages to get out of the way, but her bike starts to flip over and flies through the air. Mid-air, Rebecca notices a tunnel? Oh, jeez. She enters through the tunnel and exits out a Super Mario warp pipe. Jeez. Oh, wait. She came in a warp pipe, but now she's in a very scant Chinese dress. And as she hits the ground, either she slides into the gong with her butt, or the gong just appears right behind her. Oh, she's in a fighting game. Yeah, Rebecca even says, "Is this a fighting game?" As the announcer goes, "Round 1!" And Joker Helix is in a fighting pose. Fight! Hoo-hoo. And Joker Helix gets the first strike in on Rebecca. Rebecca says, at least I can figure out how this one works. But Joker Helix says, play a game with me, Rebecca. And Joker Helix gets a freaking 13-hit combo. Jeez. That's a third, if not half the life bar right there. Rebecca says shocked, but she's totally high-speed cheesing me. Ooh, yep. Rebecca's down. And Joker Helix even does her victory pose and everything. That's ridiculous. Rebecca slowly gets up, breathing heavy, saying, this is a game created by an artificial intelligent game engine. Is there any way for the player to win? That is the question. As the announcer goes, round 2! Rebecca slowly strives to get up, saying, hey, wait a minute. Aren't I supposed to get my energy back? Yeah, I know, right? Unless this is one of those boss battles where it only gives you back half your health bar. But as the announcer says, fight! Suddenly, something breaks through the screen. Whoa, hey, how? And Shiki just comes crashing in, drop kicking Joker Helix in the face. How did he do that? Wise. It has to be the professor. Wait, they were frozen. Unless the Joker Helix on board can't both have Rebecca in the game world and freeze time at the same time. Oh wait, no, Wise had the device. Oh, I see it now. The professor enters through the hole that Shiki had made, saying, you okay, Rebecca? Rebecca says, Shiki, Professor, how? I thought she froze your time. The professor says, remember what I told you. She doesn't freeze time, she just makes it super slow. I slapped together a Delta time reactor canceller, but it ended up taking some time to reboot. Ah, just in the nick of time. Joker then says, Professor, play a game with me. The professor goes to activate his ether gear, saying, alright, I'll play with you, but I'm going to modify this game you've made. Here we go. We will be legendary heroes who defeat the Demon King, and they straight up look like Dragon Quest characters. The professor is the wizard, Shiki is the hero, Rebecca is the scantily clad warrior, although Shiki says, technically, I'm a Demon King. And Rebecca looks at her outfit saying, and what's with this outfit? The professor says, it's fantasy. That means bikini armor, right? I mean, I can't argue with him there. Joker Helix says, so old-fashioned. It's actually funny, too, because Mashima has had his hands in video game design, both character design, and he's actually put time in with what time he's managed to have actually designing video games. Like, this dude, straight up, is kind of the closest thing to a modern-day Akira Toriyama. Just in the fact that he's had some fairly popular series. Like, let's be real though. None of his stuff has ever been as popular as a RawDre was, or even Dragon Ball, but he got pretty high up there. You know, people liked Rave Master, still hoping for a reboot of the anime. Fairy Tail probably like the biggest thing, and Eden Zero has had its fair sense of popularity to a certain degree. Anime's still going that I need to catch up with. I mean, dude, 3 series that got anime adaptations. Some creators don't even get that much. And he's never had a series that's been canceled as far as I know. Shoot, he now has another series, Dead Rock. Which, check that out. It's a good series, and I've heard it's a limited series too. I just don't know how this man finds the time. And I will always quote this moment that we had way back when, where we just had, I think it was like 5 chapters of Fairy Tail, back to back to back to back. Like, he just released them in one big batch, I think it was. And I just remember being like, how? How were you able to do this? And you'd think he would have taken a break after that, because he released a chapter before, released this big batch of chapters, then released a chapter afterwards, and it's just like, how do you have this much energy? Like, I worry about the guy sometimes, because it's just like, the amount of output he does is ridiculous. It's almost like it don't mean nothing unless he's working at bare minimum 3 different things at one given time. Between doing the scripting for 100 Years Quest Fairy Tale, because he doesn't do the art for that, but I think he does some of the broader layouts. He's like, does some general sketches here and there sometimes, that the actual artist, Atsuo, sometimes draws over in certain situations. But he does everything for Eden Zero, he does everything for Dead Rock, but that's a monthly manga, but even still. Then he'll do like character designs for a game, and apparently he's been working on his own games, just fiddling around with the technology and stuff. Like, this man just lives to work. I mean, if that's his bliss, good on him, but Jesus, I just get tired thinking about all the things he does. But I have to applaud it. I wish I had a tenth of this man's work ethic and honestly talent, but I've gone off on a tangent. Great chapter, love the references, love that Mashima's even now is still having fun with a lot of his works where he can. You know, we're in the final stretch of things, but it just doesn't really feel like the final stretch, because it's just another Eden Zero adventure, essentially. Although with everything that's gone on with Joker Helix, I do start to wonder, is this entity really evil? Or maybe misunderstood? Then again, from what we've heard, Joker Helix has done some pretty bad stuff, so I don't know. But just this urge to play and this relation to Rebecca, I'm really kind of starting to wonder. So let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Do you think there's more to Joker Helix than what we've seen? Or is Joker Helix just another enemy to be defeated? Again, let me know in the comments. Like, comment, subscribe if you enjoyed the ride. And until next time, I've been Duuz-Diz-Din. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.